What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher here, and we are back, finally, with another tier list. We missed last week entirely. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
Hella Depraved.
And she is not in...
All here?
Not hella amount of pain.
We missed last week and yesterday.
Right.
Because of mandatory overtime for him.
Yeah.
So I am pushing through it. But yeah, not feeling the greatest today.
Do it. Hey, what's
Nolan.
going on, Nolan? Upside down, it looks like it says Neo.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a new one. What up, AJ?
To ask when we're starting. I don't know. Did you miss it last time, AJ? Because that was 2 weeks ago.
Our last tier list was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, this is tier list number 5. We're going to do a tier list, and then we're going to wrap up. At the end of the tier list, we're going to end the stream, and then start a new one. We're probably going to take about a 10-15 minute break.
Right.
And then we'll start up an actual reaction stream after that.
Yeah.
But I am super stoked for this tier list because we've got some...
Yeah, tier listing normally takes us about 2 hours, guys. Hey, Miles.
Yes. What's up, Miles?
So,
So in terms of tier listing tonight, we've got Joey the Prince, Joey Nato, Jon Swaii, Justin Freeman, King Blitz, Knox Hill, KSI, and King Crooked.
oh, okay. I was like, really? And
King Crooked. We are getting to do Justin Freeman today. This is Justin Freeman's day.
Right. Hey, Jeff.
No, you're good, AJ. We didn't. It's 100% okay. We don't expect everyone to be here all the time.
Right.
We're just thankful for the people that do show up. Nico. We got our wolf here. I wonder if our little red panda's going to show up.
We're so gonna need one Dwayne at some point.
I told Dwayne I'm just working on making sure I'm in How to Rub YouTube too. I figure if I fuck with him enough, he'll be like, all right, motherfucker.
Well, I'm going after the reactors this time. Yep. I'm okay with that. That would be hilarious.
But yeah, if you guys don't follow my Twitter, I've been fucking with Dwayne off and on all day. That has been,
I joined in.
Yeah, she joined in.
Actually, I started my own little session with him, but poor Dwayne.
Dwayne's the homie. Don't get it wrong, guys. I don't
Right.
make fun of him because I dislike him or hate him or no shit like that. I actually love the dude. Probably one of my favorite people on YouTube.
Right. Never got into it, AJ.
Yeah, I tried to watch the first
Yeah.
season of Stranger Things, made it about 6 episodes in, and did not like it.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. We haven't even been on that long, Nico. You're good.
Yeah, we have not started with the first artist, any of that stuff. In fact, I was lying here in a puddle until about 6:02.
Yeah, she's not feeling very hot tonight. She's looking very hot, but she's not feeling very hot.
Thank you.
So tonight we're tearing up Joey the Prince, Joey Nato, Jon Swaii, Justin Freeman, King Blitz, Knox Hill, KSI, and King Crooked.
And King Crooked.
Crook!
Right.
Crook! I did, Jeff. I did. Again, it's just hard to get to everything, man.
Yeah, AJ, I can't force myself to watch long enough to get to season 2 and 3.
Right.
It's just one of those things. I'm not a big TV watcher in the first place, so getting me hooked has to be within the first couple of episodes, or I'm out.
I say we're watching Claymore. A lot of people have died.
It started nice and gory.
Which is fantastic. All right, so first up's Joey the Prince. Now, again, for those of you that either may be new or aren't super familiar with how we do things, so when we're doing our tier lists, what we do is we play a full song from the artist, and it's a song that has no features, if possible.
Right. In its entirety.
And then we talk about their pros and their cons, and then we put them on the list.
Right.
Everyone is subject to change at any given time. People can move up, people can move down, just depends on the music they put out, if we're feeling it.
Yeah.
Regardless of that, we have a lot of love for everybody on this tier list. So even if we rank people low, it's not out of spite. It's not because we dislike them. It's literally just based on how we feel where they're at musically.
Right.
With that being said, I did not actually search the song. First song is Joey DePrince, Single Father. I was going to do the NF type beat, which is also called Haters, but I felt this was a more powerful song and showed some of the storytelling that Joey DePrince is capable of. And in my opinion, so far, still probably his best song overall. Not that Haters isn't a good song.
No, it's a great song.
Actually, I think the best Joey DePrince song I've heard fully is Love and Hip Hop, but again, that's featuring 4 or 5 other people.
Okay. Would you make sure the volume's at...
Not ear numbingly loud?
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, we're going to switch to... Actually, this screen works. Nah, we'll switch to our normal reaction screen. And this is Joey DePrince with Single Father. Hope y'all enjoy.
Yeah. I said I woke up this morning, birds chirping, grease popping, mama screaming out, you better get your head to school. So I hopped up out the bed, checked my phone, 5 minutes.
What up, Bookums?
From the girl I met this summer at the pool. We had a one-night stand in our parents' basement, and after that we never spoke, and I thought everything was going cool. Now my mind is steady racing with all these thoughts in my head, I'm contemplating. Should I call her back or go ahead to school? So I hopped up in the shower, I took an hour, rushed about the door, my phone rang, my heart jumped, it was her. So I swiped right, answered the call, I heard crying, my hand shaking, she said I got something to tell you. Last month I missed my period and found out
Yes,
I
sir,
was
Nico.
pregnant. Congratulations, fuck boy, this baby here's your present. You ruined my whole life and don't know how to tell my parents that a little girl's not innocent and not their grandparents. I said, oh shit, I'm not ready to be no daddy. This my last year in school and I was supposed to go to college. My mama gon' kill me when she find out this knowledge that a little son not innocent, her heart is gon' demolish. What should we do? We just seniors in high school and on the first day of school already the bad news. Feeling like a bad dream and I just wanna hit the snooze. Man, I'm only 17 and I already got the blues. You couldn't walk in my shoes, but don't get it confused. I'm on my raising by itself, a deadbeat, I refuse. I'm gon' be there for my child, if this the life we choose. So do we keep it our abortion? I leave that choice to you. She said, wait a minute, how you gon' put this on me? It takes 2 to make a baby. What, I look like a dummy? I told you to wear a condom when you was fucking up on me. Now my belly licking like it's 2 bees in stomach. Fuck boy, I shouldn't let you in my house that day. On my fast ass wouldn't be pregnant today. Guess I was feeling generous and it was on your birthday. Now I regret I ever met you in my life to this day. The phone
What up, Devo?
and all I heard was the dial tone. Half a year went by, she still won't pick up the phone. Mama came in the room to tell me some bad news. A girl that you know just died, it's on the news. I said, who? She said the name, then I broke down to tears. That girl was supposed to have my baby, now she dead and gone. My first child, I never see her eyes. Then she She told me don't you cry, cause the baby girl survived. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Devo.
What up, Devo, man? Welcome, welcome. Hey, so again, for anybody just tuning in, I know we've picked up a couple of people. We are doing our normal, what is normally our tier list. Yo, I didn't say to play a goddamn thing. But so we weren't able to do our tier stream yesterday. We missed it last week, which is why we're doing a tier stream tonight. So what we're going to do is we're doing a tier stream, which usually runs about 2 hours. This one actually will probably run a little shorter.
Right.
And then after the tier stream, we're going to take a 10, 15-minute break, and then we're going to go back to doing reactions. Yes. So definitely hope y'all come back for that. So yeah, that was Joey to Prince with...
Welcome, Devo.
But yes, welcome, Devo. Love you. Glad you could make it. But yeah, that was Joey to Prince with Single Father. Now, this says part 1. It didn't say that on Spotify. So I don't know if he ever did a part 2. I am curious as to
this was
why Joey to Prince has got a Nightmare on Elm Street thing there. Okay. We have to check that out later. Yeah. I'm intrigued.
Me too. All right.
All right. So just for the Nightmare on Elm Street reference, Joey to Prince is getting an S rank.
Nah.
I'm kidding. Nah, so some pros I definitely give Joey to Prince. His storytelling is really good. And this isn't the only song he does it in. Now here's the thing too, I don't know if this is something that has happened to him or somebody he knows or if it's just something he thought of.
Right.
That'd be something I'd need to be able to speak with him a little more on.
But yeah, even his Black Lives Matter one was more of a storytelling, tone. Yeah, he's very good at it.
Definitely. And then his rhyme schemes, he's really good at putting that together, and he's a really talented artist.
He is.
Overall. As far as some cons go, I do feel like he could work on enunciation a little bit. There are times where he slurs words together, and sometimes you kind of have to back up and listen a couple times before you really get what he's saying. It doesn't happen a lot, so I'm not saying he's doing horribly at it, but it does happen from time to time where I've had to pause and be like, hold on, what did he say?
Right.
And then back up a little bit.
Okay, Jeff, understood. Thanks for just checking in, though.
Yes. Have fun, man. Basketball sounds like a great time 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Basketball now would kill me.
Right.
And another thing I kind of wish, I kind of hope he would work on a little bit, and this is more of a personal thing. This is not a shot at him whatsoever. He doesn't come up with very many punchlines in terms of double entendres, triple entendres.
Much more straightforward.
He's a very straightforward rapper, and I mean, just in terms of personal preference, I am huge on having things to listen to make you really go, hold on.
Right.
What? So yeah, those are my pros and cons for Joey to Prince. And with that being said, see, we was rocking this shit earlier, and then shit all went stupid.
He's my old man, Miles.
Shit went all sideways. So with that being said, I've actually got Joey to Prince at a mid B. Like I said, I definitely feel like he's got some things to work on. I definitely think he's improved a lot. Do not get me wrong. The last 3 to 4 songs he's put out have been absolute fire.
Right.
Love and Hip Hop and his Black Lives Matter song.
It was amazing. As
well as the newer one, the NF Type Beat track.
Okay.
All those 3 specifically, out of this fucking world. If he could pile on some more songs like that, I could definitely see him moving up.
Right.
And again, I've got a lot of love for Joey. He's always been polite.
He's a very nice guy.
Very kind, very humble.
Yeah. was going to say not necessarily anything that affects his ranking, but as an actual person, he's
Right.
a super nice guy.
How old am I? I'm 34, I think.
Pause. You are.
Yeah, I'm 34. I'll be 35 at the end of the year. And I feel 50. All right, so next up is Joey Nato. Now, before we get into Joey Nato's song, I am first off going to play a song that he has not put out a video for off of his new album, which is also leading into me saying Joey Nato has a new album, if you have not heard it yet.
Right.
It is called Who Made This Album?
Right.
Which I'm glad he went that route.
It's so great.
Nato, and you know, regardless of the amount of jokes I've cracked on dude not having eyebrows,
They started it.
they started it.
Right.
First off, him and Crip did, and then second off, I absolutely have a lot of respect for Nato, a lot of love for Nato.
Definitely.
Hell of a fucking producer.
I started watching him as his reactions as a producer.
Right.
Very interesting breakdowns. Very smart.
Yes.
Very professional.
And the dude can rap.
I completely agree. I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying as a personal side note, like that's how I found Nato. Wasn't even through Crypt. It was way before that.
So next up is going to be Crypt's producer with... He gets a lot of shit for that too. We're going to check out Through the Woods. If I can spell it. Oh, he did a video. Or no.
No.
No, he didn't. That's a other video that somebody else made up.
Right. I'm happy fans are making stuff for him already.
Right? Boy in the Band. I hadn't heard of him before we made the tier list, to be honest.
He has watched some of his stuff now, though. During live reactions, he's been requested a few times. But there's only 66 artists on this list, guys.
Yeah.
And I say only, kind
It's
of
still the biggest
facetiously.
tier list
Yeah,
that anyone has done.
most people only had like 10, so this is not a comprehensive.
All right, so again, if you don't follow me on Twitter, if you have not seen, I did give this album a 4 out of 5 stars. I do think it is a really good album. I did give Nato shit a little bit because of like it being mostly about females.
Right.
There's a lot of songs he's either
Looking
trying to
for
get a
one?
girl,
Yeah.
has a girl, finding a girl,
Taking someone else's girl.
or taking someone else's girl.
Right.
It's a lot of female tracks in terms of dealing with
Right.
females, which is cool. I have nothing against that.
Except for it's a lot of tracks about
It's
chicks.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Joey Nato, Through the Woods. I hope y'all enjoy this. Let's get it.
Yeah, battle. Over the river and through the woods to your girl's house I go.
Let's go.
I told her she shouldn't, but she still be hitting me up on the low.
I told her
Cause
no.
I'm giving a good,
Good.
like you never could.
Good.
Over the river and through the woods to your girl's house I go. Battle. Feel like I've been on the balcony. Just watching all of you frolic. Watch. Joey Nato, he the nice guy. But now I am about to get brolic. Unleashing the demon within me. He is so devilish, is he? I heard that your girl is unsatisfied, so I can fix that in a drip. I don't got time to waste. I don't got time to play. No, I never had time to talk. So I FaceTime you pay. Underlay. I need it quick. I need it fast. I need it now. Honestly, baby, I needed it yesterday. But since we're here, I'll put it down. I told her to catch no feelings. I can see what you're revealing. She started to twitch just from the tip. I was like, that's the beginning. Gifted, you gotta be. You want me to hit it like lottery. Over the river and through the woods. To your girl's house is where I'll be.
That'd be dope, Devo.
Let's go.
I told her she shouldn't, but she still be hitting me up on the low.
I told her no.
I'm giving it good, like you never could. So over the river and through the woods, to your girl's house I go. Like you never could. Over the river and woods. Over the river and through the woods, to your girl's house I go. Like you never could. Over the river and woods. Over the river and through the woods, to your girl's house I go. And what can I say? She like my settings. So sorry if that is upsetting. Let's see who I'm betting, cause I'll bet it all that she gon' call off the wedding. Ginger be snapping, I'm all about action and not about drama. But if you want it, I got you. I'm all on your beach like Larry the
She'll even say you inferior, boy. That would explain the angry emojis. Plus, to me, you seem a little annoyed. But I won't stoop low unless you do first. You do me wrong, I will do worse. You wanna hit me up under the belt? You'll go do too. Doesn't that hurt? I'm petty, I'm petty. If you didn't know that already, I'm putting the penny in front of your chick and she chow it down like spaghetti. She told me never forget me. I said, oh, the audacity. Cause if she knew I was cheating into it, it'd be safe to assume that you both would be mad at me. Over the river and through the woods, the Yoko's house I go.
Let's go.
I told her she shouldn't, but she still be hitting me up on the low.
I told her no.
So I'm giving it good, like you never could. So over the river and through the woods, the Yoko's house I go. Like you never could. Over the river and what? Over the river and through the woods, the Yoko's house I go. Like you never could. Over the river and what? Over the river and through the woods, the Yoko's house I go.
I love that he does this with his beats
Right.
too.
I just have to say, Nato, that is not the definition of the word no. He goes, I told her no.
Who didn't give us a third verse? Nato.
Hey, Mega.
Oh my goodness. I love that fucking
Miles,
song.
Yoga's house.
Yoga's house. Yoga's house I go. Ooh.
Hey, I mean, if it works.
That's my favorite song on this album, and might legit be my favorite song he's done.
I really like it when he gets in this kind of bag of like, I'm gonna fucking take your girl.
Right.
Because he's such a nice guy. Anyone who watches him can tell that he's just this nice, laid back kind of guy. And then you hear him on like Footsteps or
Oh no, he's
I know.
He's laid back for cameras.
no, I know, but you watch him and then you listen to his songs and you're like, dude.
But so one of my favorite bars, she didn't catch it the first time. I think she caught it this time on this. Is he says Ginger be snapping, and I like it because again, Ginger Snaps being
A horror movie.
well, not really just a horror movie, but it's the horror movie was based on like a fable.
Right. True.
So him saying Ginger be snapping and tying it into the Through the Woods, like I thought it was dope.
Psycho is the best song.
I don't think I've heard Psycho. But nah, so again, I did give the album 4 out of 5 stars.
Right.
So, I mean, definitely check it out. It's definitely different than what I'm used to hearing from him overall.
A lot more R&B influence versus
Right.
the doubles that he is definitely wicked at when he...
I would jokingly harp on him for having auto-tune, but I'm going to seriously harp on somebody for auto-tune later. So we'll get to that when we get to that.
Ginger Snaps is also the name of a general rapper. Female rapper. Nice. I could see that.
So over and above all pro, I love that he's a punchline rapper, and he knows that.
Right.
When I went to his live the night the album dropped, he was like, hey, I'm excited for you to check out the album. I know you're definitely more into punchlines and bars. This is not one of those albums. But as I said in my review, I guess,
Right.
there's enough punchlines to keep me entertained throughout the album. So I don't necessarily need constant bars.
No.
I do like them, but...
I had a grin on my face the entire time listening to this album.
Right.
Because there are enough that you're just like, dude.
Right.
Dude. But yeah, it's not as bar heavy as like Footsteps is one of them. That one, when I heard all of the stuff that he brought to
Used
that
to wrap
track,
up in
I
the
was
rapping
like,
that you forgot about the present.
yeah, exactly. I'm sitting there
know?
like.
Or another bar from that song, guys. I almost have the song memorized. The other bar from that song, that's
We
like,
like that song.
I gave you all the signs to walk like a pedestrian.
Right.
I'm just saying, he's a punchline rapper.
Right.
His production is always top notch.
Of course.
Nato,
Yeah.
in my opinion, might be at least top 3, if not the best producer
Right.
on YouTube. The dude's beats are always fire, which is funny because he catches shit. He's caught shit once or twice for his like the YouTube Cypher beats.
Okay.
And I think they're fire. I don't understand why people hate on them.
Right.
But I've never had a complaint with any of the beats he's used. I've been like, I
love
this.
his beats. I love the fact that they're so unique, each and every one of them. Like this one, I really like the Spanish guitar influence.
What up,
in
Alpha
it.
Bite?
But it's so different from any of the others you hear.
Right. And again, I mean, I know there's more to production than just the beat. The dude's really good at making whoever he's mixing for sound professionally done.
Right.
And dude's a beast. His scheming is also really nice, and his balance in terms of balancing his sound,
right,
depending on the well, you know, what do I mean? Like, for instance, this album being mostly like kind of an R&B singing thing,
right,
where it's more melodic rap for him as opposed to normal,
right.
But then he'll have other tracks where he's just spitting and talking
and
his shit.
The fact that he can sing.
Right, and him singing is definitely
Hey, Alpha Bite.
a huge plus that I think a lot of people overlook.
Right.
And again, he's also got an extremely unique voice, which is going to come up later as a negative for somebody else, by the way.
Right, but you know, it plays into that.
But you know it's Nato. When
Yes.
he's rapping or
Aside
singing.
from the fact that he says it's Nato.
Also true.
We know it's you. We
Who's
know
the
it's
other?
you.
Dax does the same thing.
Right.
It's Dax. Nato has his Nato thing, and then there's another artist
Several.
in just the like independent YouTube community
Right.
that does it as well. I cannot remember who it is.
Not Dax.
It's not Dax.
Right. I'm spacing. But
Me
then
too.
again, I'm spacey.
I can't remember who it is, but yeah. So anyways, this is the screen I needed to be on. Go back. So anyways, flipping back over.
Devo said Merkham's does it.
I wasn't familiar with, but I haven't heard much Merkham, so I didn't know he did it.
Who is the person that says not Dax?
You're thinking Gatsby, but he's only done that once.
Okay. All right.
But
So there's a couple other
there's
people that,
there's another
always
artist
say,
somewhere that does it too.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. Mike Jones. But yeah, so I got Joey Nato at a mid-A. Mid-A. Get back over there, futuristic. Again, super talented artist. I definitely think, I think the only thing that's really holding him back, to be honest, is the same thing we had for so many people in the beginning, where we were saying it feels like they're just missing that one song to
Right.
draw in an audience. Because again, Nato's got the talent as a whole to be able to hit S-rank tier. He's just missing that one song, and I don't know.
Right. I mean, some of it is getting overlooked because he's a producer for other people's beats, so on
Right.
and so forth. They just don't know even that he's an artist.
Right, there's a lot of
sometimes.
people that still, and I made the joke earlier, there's a lot of people that still just think of him as, oh, it's Crip's producer.
Right. Right. So yeah, it's just coming out of the woodwork.
Coming through the woods. Giggity.
And yeah, but he's got all the talent there for sure. And the nice thing is he can do it all himself. He can sing his hooks.
Right.
He can produce his beats. So,
Oh, and also, by the way, check out Papa Do Podcast.
they're funny.
They haven't had a new episode come out in a while, but I don't think it's that they gave up on it. I think just life kind of took over for a few weeks.
Right.
Nato's been working on this album. Crypt has been dealing with getting his studio built.
Right.
And,
1 million.
Huh?
1 million.
Hitting 1 million. Again, congrats, Crypt. So, yeah, we're just waiting on the Papa Do Podcast to come back. All right, so next up is Jon Swaii. Jon Swaii. You're not real familiar with Jon Swaii.
Not real. No.
Jon Swaii, I'm going to let his music talk for me, because he's unique, and I don't mean that in a bad way at all. I did react to this song, and I think it was one of the songs that you were resting on the bed for when I did my reaction to it.
Meaning, I didn't hear it
Meaning you did not hear it.
in September. Yeah.
So yeah, this is Jon Swaii, Contagious. This was one of the first songs I heard from Jon Swaii.
Okay.
And
I might have listened to it separately, but yeah.
right. Let's see what y'all think.
Yeah, do it for clout, off of the lights, checking my phone, living my life, all through a screen, I see when you type, message is red, I never reply, all for perception, perfection, design, this is a lie, this is a lie, can't even focus, I'm up in the night, losing my sleep, losing my mind, I don't know who I'm becoming, I don't know why I keep running, pussy it come in abundance, I don't even need it, I want it, I love it, I got it, I flown it, I'm all in my bag, yeah. Post it up, I'm out popping tags, take a pic, watch me count the cash, like for like, I gotta come and pair like my phone, it got me thinking that I'm free. I'm locked inside my cell and I don't see. I love it, swear I never wanna leave. Never leave, never leave, yeah. These corporations got a grip on me. Attention to the light like I'm a fiend. Addicted to my motherfucking screen. I can't scream out. Can I sleep? Post. Yeah. Can I eat? Post. Yeah. Can I think? Post. I can't make a move without hoping that they know this way. I put a whole lot of thought in this post. Oh, am I really? How should I know? Where's the real? In love with the fake. Connected to glow. Losing my face. Don't know my fate. Where am I at? For my location, I'm more than a map. Larger than life, but life is a catch. If they don't know you, what life did you have? I'm hoping and praying this shit make a difference. Hoping they hear me, they feel me, they listen, but I know the difference. Like over love, you give me a like. I go to the club, she's shaking her ass. Am I gonna fuck? That's what we hear. That's what we want. That's what they say. That's what we do. I am a product of I am improved. The way that they target and market the youth. I am the truth. We are addicted. Lost in the cause, don't know my position. Am I a tool? Am I involved with a plot to remove every thought of your soul? Can I choose? Can I choose? Can I choose? Yeah. My phone, it got me thinking that I'm free. I'm locked inside my cell and I don't see. I love it, swear I never wanna leave. Never leave, never leave, yeah. These corporations got a grip on me. Attention to the light like I'm a fiend. Addicted to my motherfucking screen. I can't scream out. Can I sleep? Post it. I can't make a move without hoping that they notice, yo.
Love that song.
I did watch your reaction to it. I like the monster part. I mean, I love the whole song, don't get me wrong, guys, but like that part, I'm like, yeah, I remember this one.
What up, Todd? I thought you was only
Hey,
keeping that
Todd.
for a week. By the way. Nah, dude. So Jon Swaii, it was funny because Devo said he was J. Cole's brother joking with people. But I've heard a lot of comparisons in general to J. Cole lately on Twitter.
Right.
And not just looks, but he actually kind of has the same sound
Right.
J. Cole has. Which is why I think it would be great, Devo, for both of them to be on a track together so people go,
He said,
which
imagine
one's
it
which?
with Grizzy. All three of them.
Oh, dude, if you get Grizzy on that.
That'd You changed your mind. All right, Todd.
Hey, if you like running with Todd, cool.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, so that was Jon Swaii. So as far as some pros, dude's flows and rhyme schemes are just nice.
They're immaculate.
He's not a super barred up type of rapper, but he does rap with a bunch of...
Right.
It's full of messages. He's going to try and educate you on things.
Make you think.
Make you think about things. It's not to say he doesn't have
No, there were
doubles in there because there were like trapped behind my cell.
Right.
But yeah.
He had been talking about his phone the verse before, yeah.
Right. So he does have some bars, and there were some I heard earlier when I was going through some of his discography. He was the one I spent the most time on, between him and Justin Freeman.
You got stuck.
I got stuck
You're
back to
no,
back.
that one was good. No, wait.
Because I made it through his, and then, like, I got to Justin Freeman's. Justin Freeman was the same way. I think I ended up going through, like, 15 of both of their songs.
Right. Nice.
My favorite song, Jon Swaii, personally, that he's been on with, which I would have played here again had it not been a feature. I love the song he did with Samad Savage. And definitely had a dope message. So, in terms of some cons, I don't know if he's... I'm guessing he's also probably a producer. And one of the cons I have written down, this is not necessarily something that's holding him back to per se, but just something that kind of struck my eye and something I wanted to touch on. He has an entire album that's just beats. And when I was going through his music and trying to listen to things, I think I ended up listening to like the first minute of each track on that album.
Seeing if
and
it
then
was
fast forwarding through the rest of it and not hearing any rapping, so I was kind of like, oh man, I want to hear you rap. Like, the beats were fire though. Do not get me wrong. If that is something that, if that's what he's done, fan-fucking-tastic.
It would have just been nice if it had said beats only.
Right.
Yeah.
But then I went back to his older album, which was like a year earlier, listened to several of those songs, and again, dude's got bars. Like, right. And again, one of my cons for him is, and again, this is more personal preference than anything, goes back to not having very many double, triple entendres. Again, something I definitely like in the hip-hop that I listen to. But yeah, I mean, overall, he's a dope artist.
Incredibly talented.
I do feel like he needs more music out there. I would love to see him do more features with other people, regardless if it's his track that he's having someone featured on or him going out to do other features. I definitely feel like that would help bolster his appeal from others. Because a lot of people, they just don't know who he is. So if he could just jump on some tracks with like
a few other people that people know.
A few other people that people know, I feel like he really could start to take off.
Right.
Dude is hella talented. So.
No problem, Jeff. That's part of the reason we're doing this.
Exactly. That's why I play a full song for each artist, except for one today. That's another story for another time when we get there.
That is a negative.
But yeah, so Jon Swaii, I've actually got at a high B. He's one of those people that, for me, he straddles that high B, low A line.
Right.
Again, I feel like if he put out some more stuff, he did just recently put out a song called Cut, which is a good song. I don't think it was as good as Contagious.
Right.
But I do think it was a good song. I did listen to it. I didn't react to it because I had to listen to it for the tier list, and I just hadn't got a chance to go and react to it.
Hey,
what up, Hillbilly? What up? So with that being said, next up is somebody people have been waiting on. We've had several requests for this from the very beginning.
Right, even though it's alphabetical.
Alphabetical. We are in the J's.
ABCs.
Next up is Justin Freeman.
There you go.
Somebody I had not heard of until shortly before I put this list together.
Right.
Somebody had us react to him.
Neither.
And I actually think, if I remember correctly, I'm actually playing the song we've reacted to.
Okay. All right.
I definitely had a selection, for sure. But I do feel like this is one of the songs he comes the hardest with. Not that there's many far behind. I'm just, again, dude's just so fucking talented. All right, so nope, sorry.
It's okay.
All right, I thought it was really cool that we were getting Indianapolis Zoo commercials the first couple times it happened.
But it's happened at the beginning of just about every video.
But please fucking change it. All right, so this is Justin Freeman with Verbalize. Hope you all enjoy.
Yeah.
1, One time for your mind, let me verbalize. I seen the ups, I seen the down, I seen the hurt inside. I know the truth is still the truth, though I've heard the lies. This crazy world prefers you blind, so they blur the lines. Things come at certain times, let the burdens die. Plant the seeds, nurture, fertilize, that's the words to wise. One time for your mind, let me verbalize. Yeah, one time for you. Have you ever had to leave a lover? Had to be a dad and be a brother? Have you ever had sleep for supper? Had a loved one smiling in your face, knowing underneath they suffer? Well, that's the life of Justin Freeman, suckers. And all that pleading I can't leave it up to, because a demon's such a freedom plucker, and it's a being that we've seen enough of. They say you're reaping what you sow, but if so, why is it that during times of peace do we still see discomfort? And I don't know what this lifelong agreement's leading up to, but not having what we needed taught me we need each other. And I could never see what she was up to, but all I know is that she picked the pieces up to make completed structures. And when we were just a greedy bunch of kids, we waited weeks and months for Christmas Day to get treats and bugged her. And that time of year was even tougher, but somehow on Christmas Day when we look for gifts, we can see them under the east side of Atlanta, where the creatures wander, where the people tuck a piece to give them peace, and plus the police stop you for no reason but to seize and cuff you, thinking under raised teens that they see are hustlers. I don't believe in luck or destiny or what the people call meant to be, cause I believe that once you start to seek to crush the crazy things that want to stop you, then readjust the energy you muster. Never crash, never died, never fold, still arrived on the lines, though my mind took a toll. Put aside 9 to 5s just to grind. I was broke, hurt inside, never cried, kept the drive. I'm the GOAT. If it's flashing, is it gold? Is it passion if it's soul? Every action's a transaction, paying taxes on your soul. Just the fractions that were lacking and adapted to the goal. Will my path get satisfaction if the cashier was the goal? Something inside me gives a shred of relief, telling me keep on working while my enemies sleep. I keep the faith in the letters we ink on every sheet. Never regret a defeat, cause it's better we treat. The baddest proof we're not bred to be weak, whether we leap or steadily creep. Forget how they measure defeat, because over time together they each will eventually equal enough steps to be ahead of the fleet. I went broke for a beat, lost sleep for a hook. I went hungry for promotion and I'm still overlooked, but that's okay. Real recognize real, don't it crook? Tire on a dictionary, I will overbook. You can see how it feels, you can feel how it looks, you can smell how it sounds, you can hear how it's cooked. This is food for the soul, masterpiece out of soot. Seek your teeth in the beat, check a piece of the hook. So one time for your mind, let me verbalize. I seen the ups, I seen the down, I seen the hurt inside. I know the truth is still the truth, though I've heard the lies. This crazy world prefers you blind, so they blur the lines. Things come at certain times, let the burdens die. Plant the seeds, nurture, fertilize, that's the words to wise. One time for your mind, let me verbalize. Yeah, one time for you, look, we got Olies controlling the deals, phonies just trolling for deals, homies that want me to chill, that don't even know me for real. Holy camoli, am I the only supposing it's still based solely on growing and flowing and knowing it's ill? Whether throwing or lonely, I'm owning and honing my skills, cause I'm hungry, there's something I'm wanting and longing to build. Regardless of opposing or loathing, I'm going to build ceremonies of dawning before me, that's for me to feel. So allow me to reiterate how we finna take the end straight and the entertainment over. We integrate the beats that these kids will play with schemes in the cake, disclose that'll leave them amazed. Using my steam as a base, no matter the bleeding it takes. Or the number of sheets with ink on the page, or things I delete or erase until they mention me in the league of the kings of the greats. A meter away, I'm eager to taste. No telling the procedure that Freeman will take. I turn the dream to a reality, like we MLK, and treat every day like we will deplete or decay. Can't leave or escape until I see my feet in the gate. So one time for your mind, let me verbalize. I seen the ups, I seen the down, I seen the hurt inside. I know the truth is still the truth, though I've heard the lies. This crazy world prefers you blind, so they blur the lines. Things come at certain times, let the burdens die. Plant the seeds, nurture, fertilize, that's the words to wise. One time for your mind, let me verbalize. Yeah, one time for you, something real.
I love the classical music behind it as well. I'm a sucker.
If you guys haven't heard it either, the song Calm, which was the other one I was debating on using, I was either going to use this or Calm. Calm is actually really good too. Okay. So...
Me too, Miles. Yeah. Very dramatic.
So... Pros for Justin Freeman. In terms of hip-hop, everything with him is a pro to me.
Right.
The dude's rhyme schemes, his ability to create bars, the doubles, sometimes triple entendres that he uses in his music, everything that has a message behind it. He's not just say whatever type of artist. Like, he's got a purpose when he puts words on a sheet of paper. Like,
his vocabulary
is extensive, so you're not necessarily hearing him use the same shit over and over and over again, a lot like we do with our fucking tear streams.
I think that's the nature of repetition, though. I mean, true. That is...
if you guys have never seen the Verbalize Part 1 video, that's just a section of Verbalize, and watch how the rhyme schemes work themselves out. Like...
It's crazy. Yeah.
So many multi-syllable rhymes within rhyme schemes, within schemes.
Right.
Like, it's just insane. Some cons? I feel like he doesn't get much promotion. Because, again, this dude, for as talented as he is, I just heard of him 4 months ago.
Right.
3 months ago.
True.
And I feel like he also, in the same vein that I have Dilemma and so many others, I feel like he can rap so intricately, it might throw people off.
Go over everyone's head.
Like, so many bars just might fly over people's heads to where it's just like, okay, he's just kind of speaking, whatever.
You're like, no.
And like,
really.
For us, it's like, nah, like, listen.
Also, the people that are so substance heavy, like, it doesn't seem to matter if they have a ton of entendres either. Like, not everybody wants a message every time. And I think it's a pro. Some people would like party songs, though.
Right.
So, there is that.
And then the last con I've got for him, I don't feel like he reaches out and does stuff enough with other independent artists in terms of features and things like that.
Right.
When I was looking through his discography on Spotify, I'm not 100% sure what all's on YouTube itself, but when I was going through his Spotify, he had a lot of stuff that was just him, a couple songs of his stuff that had features on it, and then he was on like 2 features himself with people I've never heard of.
Okay.
Which means I should probably check those out sometime.
Yeah, if he worked with them.
But I would love to see Justin Freeman work with Hunter Kufi.
Right.
I would love to see Justin Freeman do something with Dilemma. I would love to see Justin Freeman do something with other artists that are just so well known with having a message and still putting out bars.
Right.
And
somebody that he could compare with, and they'd be okay to write a song together, but also keep to his purpose. I mean, I will say not every artist likes to do features.
Right.
And that is okay, but in terms of getting his name out there, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, over and above all, to be 100% honest, y'all, I got Justin Freeman at a mid-A.
I wouldn't put him any lower.
No.
Not with what I've heard.
Everything the dude has done, it is outstanding. Again, I feel like he needs some more, somewhat, just a promotion, whether it's doing features or having like a street team out there pushing his music.
Something. I agree, Miles. Like, I like fun music too, but I mean, I also really appreciate the substance heavy music.
Right.
So I'm not going to overlook it for the fun stuff.
But yeah, so we got him at a mid-A.
Yeah.
Justin Freeman and Tom would be lit. I just don't know if Tom would do it.
Yeah. Huh. Be interesting.
I don't know, though. He did something with Manchild. Sorry. Shade Throne? Yes.
Yes.
I'll throw the lamp next. All right. Yo, so next up is probably the dude I'm closest to on this platform.
Right.
Or at least up there.
Yes, up there. There's like 2 or 3.
Right. Next up is the homie, King Blitz.
I would say that, well, actually, Dwayne is pretty close to, because you and King Blitz and Dwayne are so similar in personality as well.
Right. And then Dizzy is definitely up there as well.
Yeah.
I kind of go in waves in terms of who I'm talking to.
I just, the only reason, Dizzy is one of the people I was thinking of when I was like, Whale, but his personality isn't the same as yours, whereas Dwayne and King Blitz, I get on and I watch him live and I'm like, dude, the three of you together, I'm just saying, one day it'll happen and I will be there filming it for y'all, because it will be hilarious. And him and Dwayne, I don't know that we'll figure out anything that they've said, because both of them can speak at rapid speeds.
I slow it down for streams, but if you guys ever hear me talk in person...
When he gets excited...
If I'm excited, it's over. Hope you can keep up. Since King Blitz is a homie, I cheated a little bit. I am going to play my favorite song, and it does have a feature on it.
Okay.
But
all
the
right.
feature only does the chorus. It is my...
Okay.
It is my favorite King Blitz song to date.
We'll let you slide. Give you a pass for that one. Okay. All right.
You guys might hear me rapping along with it.
This has one of my favorite vocalists on this platform.
I feel like when a patient comes to me and they have problems...
I feel like your ad means absolutely nothing to me.
You are absolutely allowed to slide with this.
Me too, Nico. Me too. King Blitz is a brother.
But they are so goofy together, Nico. Like, and even King Blitz admits it. He laughed so hard when we were talking about that a month ago or so.
Right. All right, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is King Blitz.
You called it, Nico?
This is King Blitz with Stings.
This is amazing.
This
track.
is featuring Atlas music, but again, this is my favorite King Blitz track. Again, love this dude. And I remember seeing the text of him explaining the situation and me thinking it was a current event and calling him and being like, dude, is everything okay? And he's like, oh, dude, this happened like a year ago. And I'm like, all right.
Because my heart was racing. I was worried.
I was worried, and I was, oh, man.
Yeah, this ad means nothing to him whatsoever.
But yeah, so this is King Blitz with Stings featuring Atlas music. Again, Atlas only does the chorus, which is why I'm also letting this slide.
Right. But like I said, one of my favorite vocalists on this platform, so...
Y'all are probably going to hear me sing. Y'all are probably going to hear me rap a little bit.
I'm sorry.
I
We're
apologize.
probably both going to...
I've had this song on a 6-track repeat cycle for almost the last month and a half.
Footsteps is in there as well. Yeah.
Between
Atlas,
I'm
again.
Not Okay, I'm Not Okay. That's 2 different tracks.
Footsteps,
Stings.
There was one...
There's a King Crook and...
I have no fucks given on that same list.
Joey Nato. Well, this is all sad songs that I have together.
No fucks given is just because it's Atlas again,
right.
And it makes me laugh.
But yeah, so this is Stings. Let's get it.
Progress. It's a process. Wanna stop overthinking, think regardless it won't change. All of my mistakes, they keep on weighing on my brain. Ask me how I feel, I say okay, I'm not okay. I know y'all see these smiles and all this funny shit, but when you cut off the camera, it get lonely quick. Really, I got no friends, I got no fam. Everybody playing victim and holding feelings, they just won't admit. They think that I think they jealous of me. Shit, I ain't even that special to me. Used to get picked on cause I wasn't like, now I'm supposed to pick on them and get these likes they thinking that it's getting to me. It is what it is though. Can't blame them for what they don't know. Just hold my words against me, because they love is 6 feet.
Go ahead and bury me. I'm used to feeling this low and acting like you know a thing or two about what I've been through. But I don't really care if you're feeling me, no. Lost a lot of hands, but it's still never fall. Go ahead, say what you need, even if it's there.
your name through the dirt. And I stick to the code, it seems it just make it worse. If I got a problem with you, then I'm calling you first. I'm your fucking little brother, it cut deep, this shit hurt. I called you several times, you ain't even reply, not even once. Couldn't even reach to see if I was okay, not even once. Begging my wife not to reply online, did it for months. And you know that it's facts, you just running with your assumptions. Call my wife a bitch, how I'm supposed to call you my brother? It could be so bad, I just only replied, I love you. It won't be the same, it's a pain that I hurt my mother. But I gotta find peace for me.
Go ahead and bury me. I'm used to feeling this low and acting like you know a thing or two about what I've been through. But I don't really care if you're feeling me, no. Lost a lot of hands, but I still never fall. Go ahead, say what you need, even if it stinks. Even if it stinks. Even if it stinks.
Ah.
Even if it stinks. Even if it stinks.
The whole situation was fucked up, Devo.
Oh.
But yeah, you should not.
I went to burp and vomited a little bit. That was not fun.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Stings. Oh, Todd, if you haven't heard King Blitz Stings featuring Atlas Music, you need to go back and rewatch it later.
Yes.
Or
King Blitz.
before this is over.
King Blitz is the homie.
And I don't blame you for falling asleep. I mean, during that song, sure, but you fell asleep before then, so okay. I'm kind of feeling nappy myself.
Right. We actually took a very short nap before we streamed today, so.
Right. In My Bones is an amazing song, guys. I saw that.
King Blitz, man.
Well, and then you mix in the fact that King Blitz actually sang in this, which is where our whole conversation that they were acting goofy on kind of started with the, I was like, he can sing.
Sang.
Sing. And, yeah, mixing it in with Atlas and everything.
So, some pros I got for Blitz. First off, Blitz, in my opinion, has, again, my opinion, the most unique voice out of artists on this platform.
The most beneficially unique voice.
Right. I heard Crypt say this once. King Blitz has a voice you can't help but love to listen to.
Right. That's why I said beneficially. Because there's some voices that you're like, oh, I know who that is.
Well, I mean, yeah, Gilbert Godfrey.
That's what I'm saying.
You guys do. I can't even fucking mimic it. It's so bad.
It works for King. Yeah, it's one of those that draws you in. Yeah. Cardi B roofied you. All right. What you doing around her?
Again, King Blitz also, his flow and his bars are always really on point. I've never heard him off beat.
No, he rides the beat.
He's
a wicked storyteller.
He's a wicked storyteller, and again, he's not a fully punchline type of rapper, but he can be.
But he mixes it up. Yeah, he mixes it up really well.
He's not going to put bars in if it doesn't benefit the song, which is something I think is actually really beneficial to his style, because a lot of people will either try to throw bars in just for the sake of having them,
and then they sound kind of nonsensical.
Right.
Because they break up the story or message or, yeah.
But you're not going to get that from Blitz. And then, lastly, on the pros, his production.
It's amazing.
He's not always the one that does it.
He does
but
it a lot.
He does a lot of his own production. He makes his own beats.
So, again, he's very versatile.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've actually got a lot of people that are production.
The nice thing, again, with the versatility, he has the fun tracks. Even though they have a message, they are still fun. Like the one that was the one that I was like, the first time I was like, oh, he's goofy too. And it was the post-production. It was a little clip from while they were producing and he was goofing off. And I was like, he reminds me of you. But some of his songs are fun, even if they have a message.
Right.
And other songs are hard hitters like this one.
Some cons I got for King Blitz. One, he likes K-pop.
That's a huge...
I'm just... Dude, that's like...
Now,
that's D-rank material there.
Now, here's the thing. K-pop, they've got amazing voices. Their choreography is incredible. Production is incredible. We just don't listen because we like to understand what's being said.
I am 100% kidding, though. That's just me poking fun.
We just like to give him a hard time.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone's free to like what they like. I would never be that type of person.
We like boy bands from the 90s, guys. It is nothing on that. It's just something that we like to joke with him about. So do we, Devo.
I would 100% say if there's one thing I think Blitz could work on, which I do feel like would push him up higher in the long run. While he does have a voice that is very unique and you can't help but like to hear him rap, I would like to hear him change his pitch and even maybe hear some emotion from his voice, because
he is a very soothing,
he's a very laid back rapper. Like, at least once I want to hear him go off on a track, like,
right. Well,
get
I mean, like,
aggressive,
I want to say this last one was emotional, but it's his version, his form of emotional, because it is a laid back, like,
right,
sad sound. Whereas, yeah, I'd like to hear him angry or aggressive. Yeah.
I think that is the one thing Blitz is missing, is just being able to really put his emotion, like the sound of his emotion, into the track. Because again, yes, you can tell he's down about writing this song, but you can't hear it.
I mean,
if that makes sense.
Yeah. I would agree, except for this track. And I would say because it is supposed to be kind of a heavy, just kind of depressing song.
Right.
Versus, like, something that he's absolutely broken heart over at the moment.
Right. I mean, he's definitely had time to heal over
exactly.
it,
I think the only other thing that I'd add to that is it's obvious he can sing.
I would like to hear him sing more,
I would like to hear him sing more, just to add a little bit more.
But as some pros to his personality as well, I mean, this is not affecting where I'm putting him at all. Dude is very humble, very loving dude as well. Very supportive of everyone. Yeah. He's probably been more supportive of me than so many other people.
Right. He's just welcoming, inclusive. Yeah.
And what can I say? He's also, from Indy. Not Atlanta. Yeah. No. But no, we love Blitz. Over and above all, we've actually got King Blitz, as this seems to be today's theme for the day, mid-A.
We're just going back and forth, huh?
Everything's mid-A today. Mid-A.
Mid-A? We did have a mid-B.
Oh, we love you too, Devo. You is the homie, for sure. I can't wait to actually go to Chicago and meet, like, Devo.
A whole group of people. A whole group.
Athena and T-Rev.
Right.
And
there's several other people there.
Yes. J-Stacks. The Depraved peeps. Yeah! It's sticking somewhere, damn it. So, next up is...
Now all I can think of are the fucking marshmallow peeps.
We're still trying to come up with what the fans' names are going to be. I was actually thinking
little
about...
butcher knives and are covered in blood. Like, that's all that...
I was thinking about calling you guys, like, our little crazies, or like...
Here's our thing. We don't want family, gang, or squad.
Yeah, we don't want fam, gang, or squad, because everyone else is like, gang, and...
Yeah, no.
This person fam, and...
It's not our thing either.
Holla Squad. I love you, Holla. That's not a shot at you. Everybody else is using all that other stuff.
Right.
And it's like, we just want something unique.
Not squad. Yeah.
So, next up is Knox Hill. If you tuned into my last tier stream, I actually fully intended on using this stream to kind of poke some fun at him, and I was going to put him in timeout and move on.
Right.
I will not do that.
And look, he says poke fun, but it wasn't really so much of a poke fun as a timeout.
Right.
So, that's a turn of phrase that I don't think is necessarily what he meant. Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing. I was definitely one of the people that did not appreciate the bar he used. He knows he messed up, and I understand he apologized. I personally don't feel that video came off as sincere. I felt like it came off as a lot of self-promo. Now, at the same time, do I think he's racist? No.
We didn't think he was racist from the get-go, guys. We thought it was incredibly insensitive.
Right.
But not a racist by any means.
Did he... Or should he have received the death threats that he did?
No.
Hell no.
And threatening his family and stuff. That
shit's
again,
not cool.
That's just... Violence begets violence. That's not the way to go.
I do feel like as somebody that's grown up in the hood, he should have definitely been more aware of what that bar would have done and should not have even used it in the first place. But people fuck up. I get it. I am still going to tier him as I see him and play a song from him. I will say... I don't know where that was going. Anyways, so the track we're going to check out from Knox Hill, I will say I am still super stoked for the cypher that they're all in.
Right.
As a matter of fact...
And we haven't checked out the battle between him and Dilemma yesterday, which I'm kind of excited to check.
We are going to react, not on live stream. I don't want to do it on live stream because I want to do a breakdown. But we are going to film a reaction to... It's going to fucking happen again. To the battle sessions with Dilemma and Knox Hill.
Yeah.
Because I really do want to try and break down those bars.
Again, the reason this wasn't yesterday and didn't happen last week, he's been on mandatory overtime, so, we just haven't had our Saturdays recently. We're a little deprived of time.
Yes. So we're going to check out.
And I was going to say that, for me, it's less whether his apology was sincere or not, so much as I don't take words as proof anymore. So I want to see what happens. I need him to man up and just,
Oh, I guess this features Josh Schultz and Snipsy. I had no clue. Oh, well. We're going to listen to it anyways. I already pulled it up.
The cypher is going to be dope.
Dude, this cypher is going to be so fucking fire. The only two people I'm not really that familiar with are Knox Hill. Well, not Knox Hill. Are Merkham's. I've heard a couple of his things.
Right, same.
Shit, I missed my chance. And... Oh, no problem, Devo.
See ya, Devo.
Merkham's and Sage. Sage is the other one I'm not super familiar with. Although I did hear a few of the songs the other night after they mentioned him to me.
I don't know that I've heard Sage, but...
Sage sounds like Eminem.
Oh, okay. Then I've heard at least
Without
one.
cussing.
Okay, I've heard at least one.
He's actually pretty fucking decent.
Thanks, Devo.
Appreciate you, Devo. Alright, so this is Knox Hill with Dragon Blade. This is apparently featuring Josh Schultz. I did not know that.
Right.
When I heard it on Spotify earlier, it just said Knox Hill, so. But it's what we're rocking with. Let's get it. One more time with the sound. Now that would have been a cruel joke.
No.
If I'd have just played it and been like, there you guys go.
We're not that version of cruel. Hey, Mama Spider.
Mama Spider!
Let's go. Now I'm running with the dragon. People looking like what happened. Now
What up, Stoned?
You can pick the season. Fall, winter, summer, still we spring back undefeated. Jesus, y'all suck like leeches. Me, I'm on point like the pyramids in Egypt. Jesus, east to the west, I'm a beast, no visa. If you wanna try with the boss, then I'm Caesar. Extra modest, cyborg with that armor, swing katanas, Hamya, you're a gunner. Hunter bound this time, you're going harder, you Obama. I deflect, I am smarter, I am quicker, slicker. Sticking up the walls, then I prick ya. Get used to him, the master of the shuriken. You knew to him, that's too bad. Do mad. There was one of you, and now you two halves. Now running with the dragon. People looking like what happened. You're now running with the dragon. Dog, you know me, I'm the baddest. Said you're running with the dragon. Load the haters in the wagon. Egg pay with the switchblade. Blame the glitch as you're running with the sensei. Running with the Ronin. Hold up, hold up. These opponents, they can't hold up. No, I own them. I'm a soldier. Ninja rolling coda with composure. In my way, I roll you over. Keep it going. Break control. This game is over, man. You never had a chance. I was iffy. Shuriken spin and make you dizzy. Go and send your bullets. You can't hit me. The realest in the game. If you don't know, the name is Snipsy. Take your aim and miss me. I strike you down swiftly. Oh, move. Villain in a row. Never heard the term lows. We don't play by all the rules. Set the metrics. Cybernetic. Check the settings. We're electric. Stepping if you wanna meet the weapon. No forgetting who the best is. Better wear a vest. Kid, just show me where the chest is. I'll take care of the rest. Coming with the gunners, but you running with the best. If you don't know the name by now, why should I write it on your chest? Now running with the dragon. People looking like what happened. You're now running with the dragon. Dog, you know me, I'm the baddest. Said you're running with the dragon. Load the haters in the wagon. Egg pay with the switchblade. Blame the glitch as you're running with the sensei. So step into the lobby, I've been ballin', ain't no stopping. I came here to crash the party, taking shots for you, get body, grab a shotty, rack somebody. Back up in the game, so you better know the name. Press play.
I actually really like that beat.
Yeah, Miles, all music is subjective, so I mean that's completely acceptable. I will say personally, I am a fan of Knox. Maybe not like one of my favorites, but I do like what he has put out, and I certainly enjoyed watching his breakdowns.
Right.
Like he is very good at catching the scheming and the doubles, triples, whatever. He's very good at it, and he always keeps kind of a even energy. I just like watching him, so I was a little upset with the insensitivity. No, Mama Spido, that is not going to happen for probably until his birthday. I think I drank half of the rum myself that night.
But yeah, so that was Knox Hill. That's actually also an Overwatch song, which is why it also might not appeal to others. It is a track about a video game.
I figured. I still liked it because I really liked the beat, like you said. Yeah.
The beat was really nice, and they didn't do bad on it. Now, here's the thing. So, in terms of pros, the one thing Knox is really good at doing, he's really good at putting bars together.
Yes.
And making things sound good. Doesn't have very many missteps, but when he does, it's...
Unfortunately, it was a rather big one.
It's an unfortunate, rather big one.
Yeah.
But he's really good at putting bars together. His flow and cadence is really nice.
And I will say that is the only drama that he's been involved in since I started watching him, which... No? There's
the Crypt drama, too.
Oh, okay.
He got into a lot of shit with Crypt.
I completely forgot about that. Completely forgot about that.
What up, EP?
Hey, EP. At least I'm a fun drunk, right, Mama?
His flow and cadence is also super on point. Like, the dude can write a beat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's talented, for sure.
He's got no problem
Very
with that.
talented.
So, here's his biggest con, and this is actually legit something that if I were to rap, I feel I would struggle with. To me, his voice doesn't stand out.
Okay, yeah.
obviously that's nothing he can personally help. It's his voice.
It's just not a unique tone.
It's not a unique
Blitz.
tone or anything like that. And again, I feel like I would struggle with the same thing.
Right.
But the thing is, that's where the putting bars together does come into play. He can come up with enough creative bars and things like that he can overshadow that and still become a bigger artist on the platform. Right. And the other con is, at least since I've started paying attention...
That sounds awesome, Stoned.
That sounds amazing, Stoned. I am down for that shit. But the other con is, since I've heard of him, I've only known who he is for, a month and a half, 2 months now. And he's been in trouble. Or no, I heard of him shortly after, the first time I ever heard of him was shortly after the Crypt Cipher.
Okay. All right.
And then that was the drama that brought him in to my view. And then everything calmed down. Him and Crypt worked that out. And then the Ahmaud Arbery thing happened.
Right.
So it's like, try and stay away from drama.
Honestly, though, and the reason that I forgot about the Cypher was because I've watched him for a much longer period of time.
King Blitz. Blitz is gonna come in.
He can sing.
Blitz is gonna come in with a fucking track where he's screaming like he's a fucking metalhead.
And at the end of it, he's gonna go, "That's for you, Depraved."
Oh, what up, Blitz?
We love you.
Dude, if I get a metal track, Metalhead Blitz,
You're
dude.
gonna put Blitz on it? Nice.
This one's for Depraved! Sorry.
That would be amazing. Can we have that? I'm just saying.
Yo, if you guys haven't yet, go sub to Blitz. Blitz is the homie. A lot of love for that dude.
Not Atlanta.
Not Atlanta. Oh, man. But nah, speaking of Blitz and Knox are going to be in the Cypher that's coming out soon.
Right.
It is the Worldwide Cypher Takeover. That's what they're calling it.
I know.
And I am so excited for this. You have no idea. I'm sure a lot of you have every idea. But
very good idea.
oh man, Blitz always puts a smile on my face.
We need to get you two together, Blitz.
But yeah, so Knox Hill. Definitely give me that.
Right, he needs to talk to EP.
It's like, yes, EP featuring Blitz coming soon.
That would be cool.
But over and above all, I've got Knox. At a high B. I think his talent is enough that could push him into the A. I do feel like that ranking also might not be 100% fair to him from me just because I haven't heard a whole lot from him.
Right, again, it's going to be catalog-based, not drama-based, guys. But
right.
Yeah, he just hasn't gone through.
From what I've heard, I feel comfortable putting him at a high B. I mean, aside from the 5 tracks that I heard today that was like his top 5 songs on Spotify, right. I've also heard the thing he did with Grizzy, the other Battles thing.
Right.
And then the first one he did, for whatever reason, I can't remember who it was with. The one right before Grizzy. Right.
It's the rap battles, yeah.
Right. I just don't remember right off the top of my head. Definitely Blitz, definitely. Like I said, dude, if you guys visit India, especially if you and EK go on tour, honestly, if you guys just show up to Chicago and don't come to India, I can make that drive. I just need to be able to set it up in advance.
He said, Def, give me that metal feature. Oh, that would be great.
But yeah,
so he could move up,
he
is
could.
What we're saying.
Very easily.
Just listening to more.
It's Gats! Gats is in Ohio.
But he would probably drive out.
Probably. He drove over to meet up with Dwayne, so.
Right.
Next up is KSI. This is what's going to shorten the stream.
Yeah.
I'm not playing a KSI song.
We can't.
It is not because I dislike the dude. It is not because I think his music is trash. I don't. It is literally because if I play a song of KSI's,
We'll
it's
get
gonna
blocked.
get claimed, the stream will get blocked, and I'm just gonna have to mute the sumbitch later anyways.
Yeah, no one will be able to listen to it past tonight anyway.
So,
Yeah.
here's the thing with KSI. My only pro for him is he's better than he used to be. You laugh.
No, it's not a laugh. I'm sorry.
Understand this going into this as well, guys. I love KSI to death. I think he's very funny in terms of his try not to laugh stuff, just some of his other videos, his blogs.
We enjoy
vlogs,
watching him.
things like that. I enjoy watching KSI.
And he has got mad energy.
And like I said, KSI has improved.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys heard some of the earlier stuff he did, some of the disses he got involved with like Quedeca and them, that shit was rough.
Oh, Miles was saying Gatsby was the first battle session.
Oh, thank you.
There's the space
right.
cadet in us. Thanks.
But yeah, he has gotten better. Believe me when I say a year ago, he would have been a D for me. He would have been the only person in D rank out of all these people for me.
It was the Snackle Mama Spider. Snort cackle.
Here's my laundry list of cons. I hope you're ready for this. KSI's gonna watch and react to this and be like, "You fucking suck, dude." I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Look, again, we will say hearing is subjective because music is subjective. We try to be unbiased. Sometimes that doesn't help.
KSI, at some point, has gone from trying to be lyrical, which did not work for him, to diving headfirst into the mumble rap scene, which for me is not working for him. There will never be a mumble rapper higher than what I've actually got KSI on this list. Ever. Number 2, I feel like he cares way more about the beats he puts on the album than he does about what he says on the album. There are so many times I feel like he says things for the sake of having something to rhyme it with. No.
Jesus.
Actually, it wasn't that long of a list. I think I've ran through it all.
Right.
Autotune. I will always be negative on autotune, but that goes into the mumble rap thing.
Right. Thanks, Nico.
Again, I love KSI as a person. It's not... I don't even think his music is trash. Even amidst his new album, which I listened to the whole thing today.
Which is one reason he's
Shoot me.
aggravated right now.
There were still like 2 songs on there I did enjoy. I'm just not a party hit kind of guy. To be honest, I didn't even like What's Poppin', which is what everyone wanted to remix because he put out the challenge to be on the album. Again, congrats to Crypt.
Hate is too strong of a term, Todd.
Again, he's improved since the last time I heard him.
Don't appreciate, maybe.
He is not absolutely terrible anymore. Now he's just kind of bad. No,
I'm sorry,
you
guys.
laugh because if you go watch Dwayne stream, Dwayne has him at like an A or S tier. If you go watch Crypt or anyone else rank him, they've all got him in the high A's or in the A's or S's. This
like,
dude
as talent or
is a
as,
low B
like...
for me at the best.
Okay.
That's...
Well, I was saying as talent or it's like fame wise.
Huh?
They're listing them that high talent wise. Okay.
I don't know how
Right.
I don't know how everyone else is doing their tier lists, but I'm being honest with you guys.
All right.
I can't.
Appreciate. Yeah.
I love you, KSI, for everything but your music. If you happen to come back and watch this, I also even think you're actually a really good dude. I'm glad you beat dude in a fucking boxing match as well.
Oh, that was funny. That was good.
I was rooting for you from the beginning,
Right.
both times.
Both times. Right? No, we watch him for all of his other stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
but
not his music.
Neither of us.
His production is spot on, though. I don't know who he gets to do his production for his music. That shit is killer.
Which is one reason he gets a low B.
Low B for beat.
Okay, Miles.
No, you're good. We're on our last artist.
After this, we're going to take a 15-minute break for anybody who didn't hear that, and then we're going to start a new stream, which will be our live reactions for tonight.
Yep. And we are going to let you guys listen to the exact same song that was like her experience into King Crooked.
That's fine, Todd. Like, I can see that.
He said, dude, it's trash. Lil B. For God's sake, I hope not.
Oh.
Now we go from
Y'all
KSI.
crack me up.
We go from KSI
To the king. To
King Crooked.
Right. It's actually probably good that we didn't play them back to back.
They'd have left. They'd have been like, hey, look, man, stream's over. We'll come back when you guys are reacting.
Which one are we? Oh, hell yeah.
All right, so the album is the 16 Chapel, which I kept calling it the Sistine Chapel.
It's 16 Chapel.
It's the 16 Chapel. For those of you that don't know who King Crooked is, King Crooked used to be known as Crooked Eye.
Yeah.
He is now King Crooked. He is technically an independent artist, but he has done tracks with almost all the greats in hip-hop.
Right.
He's done tracks with Eminem. This was my cheat code, by the way, for this entire fucking tier list.
Was King Crooked. Yeah. No, who said that? D. Bookums? Honestly, we almost did make his own tier. So, yeah.
If I'd have thought far enough ahead, I would have put a GOAT tier.
They just wouldn't let us change it after.
And Crook would have been the only one in that tier. Legit.
Right? So, yeah, we were basing skills as an artist off of Crook. Yeah.
So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
one of our favorite
I'm not
tracks.
saying this is our favorite track, but this is one of the few that will not get monetized or demonetized and blocked. He might claim it,
right,
but I'm cool with
fine.
that.
You know it, Nico.
This is the Dream Tapes.
This is crazy.
This might go over so many people's heads. If you guys need a breakdown, she carried my ass through it. But go watch our actual reaction of it. It's the first time Crook ever tweeted us out in terms of any of his music.
And followed us after.
And followed us after as well. So, mad props to Crook. Let's get it. Can I do it without... Jesus.
One more time.
Christ. One more time.
Intention.
I'm a giant born from angels who slept with daughters of men. I'm the Alpha and Omega, my story started to end. The sun darkened my skin, I barter with desert martyrs. You want royal writing, just give this King Arthur the pen. I draw like an art professor, I'm smart as a Harvard lecture. Let your heart connect you to the art, I bet you the architecture. Give all your artists a lesson on bars, I won't charge you extra. Cause I construct it simple to be a cultural symbol. I'm from a different civilization with different information. My wisdom isn't Mason, it's ancient. This is a dissertation on spiritual visitation from biblical angels that help you face difficult situations. In my dreams, I seen holy men. 3 Ethiopian theologians told me they can make my soul whole again. Honestly, I didn't want to go with them. Feeling like Odysseus in the Odyssey. Never thought I'd see home again. Just then I woke up. Physically and mentally, knew I'd never be the same lyrically in this industry. Thoughts of my reincarnation intercept my mind. It's like waking up in a buried tomb. Imhotep design just to walk amongst the living again. spitting shit they'll never comprehend. We making intellects resign, nah. Y'all can't rap like me. You're too popular, I'm too real. You might lose your shoe deal. Your vision's too ocular. I'm looking through the third eye, writing all of the banned books in the Bible. Call them the two apocryphas. Who's stopping us? Not the Council of Nicaea. Constantine better bounce when I pounce on his ideas. Anybody come for beef, take a seat, but that seat could be where you sleep. Remember them pull-out couches from IKEA? Can't believe these labels is signing all of these slouches. Take your own fucking foot out mouth, cause I hear mumbling. I'm bumbling through the pages of a religious book, only getting better than the second hand on my header. When the letters cut and sew like leather, that's a prestigious look. Verbal garments draped on the shoulders of compositions like models in top positions, so competition is getting shook. All them cowards die 1,000 times on my spear. Got the chakra Shaka Zulu and the calmness of the Dalai Lama guru, so I could just sock it to you. The son of God brought to the projects, rocking the ankh like the clerical collar of the Holy Father Bishop Tutu. I ink the poetry in red blood. I write it for dead thugs, recite it on prayer rugs, bending knee. I look at ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. I stare at the pictures of pharaohs like a mirror because it's really me. Pour the elixir right inside the chalice. My mind is a castle, so even in a county jail, I was inside a palace. Invisible reality, space and time, matter, energy. Through metaphysics, I'm trying to find a balance. I'm trying to find a challenger. Gotta look outside of the box of so-called lyrical writers. Y'all just don't inspire my higher talents. What you create is dated. You should go and try to find a calendar. I feel like I'm rapping with some amateurs. I'm hard with the bars, but if lyricism isn't in your cars, disregard. My conversation shift the constellation. God knew I was serious, so he put me in charge of the stars.
That song is just so fucking...
It's crazy. True, Todd, but I also don't think that he is capable of writing without the entendres. Like, I just don't think his brain, even when he doesn't necessarily, like, he's delivering a message just in general, I think that is just the way he thinks.
Right. So, I'm actually going to do Crook a little differently. I'm going to go with his cons first. And I really feel like the only con I can give Crook is literally the same criticism we gave earlier, and we've given to quite a few people in here, except Crook takes this criticism and levels it up. In that,
like everything else he does.
I don't think a whole lot of people can really understand the intricacies within what he is rapping.
Right. We think it's a huge pro.
We love it.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
one of those pro-con things.
But I can definitely see why people hear it and go, nah, fuck this.
Right.
Because people are...
What
never
is he?
mind. I'm not here to diss people. Don't diss people. Love people. People are fucking stupid.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and it drives me insane.
Love humanity. Y'all individuals need some help, though.
With that being said, in terms of pros...
Everything.
Everything.
Absolutely everything.
I've not heard the dude have one bit of bad production in a track. I've never heard him fumble over a verse.
Oh, he rides it.
He rides every
Yeah.
beat he's done. We're probably a little under halfway through Good vs. Evil, which is an entire storytelling album. Not just a
whole
song,
album.
but an album. And there's a part 2, apparently.
Yeah.
We fucked up the last reaction. We will probably redo that. Or I might just move on to the next song and at some point reinsert music sound. And I don't know how I'm
It
gonna
wasn't...
do it yet.
Yeah, it was OBS did not record the music from the music video. You can hear us talking, but you can't hear what we're listening to. So we got to figure out something.
And he's right. Crook's a historian.
Mega, he's not just a historian, though. He's a theologian. He's a mythologist. And that's the crazy thing, is like, he's got crazy amounts of knowledge.
And then he turns around and dude likes anime.
Yeah.
And
he's like, and I've been watching it forever.
Right.
He's also one of the nicest, most humble guys ever. If you follow him on Twitter or look at Crook's Corner, is his little I'm talking to people part of his channel. Like, just a down-to-earth guy that really just cares about the people that surround him and support him. And
Welcome back, Devo. Be thankful. You missed KSI.
he's not Devo. What we said at the very beginning of this is that he's an independent artist.
It's an independent artist list.
We are not classifying as anybody here as a YouTube rapper. It's all independent. And Crook was our cornerstone. He was the measuring stick.
Right.
Which is why he's on this. And
which is also still unfair to the other people in S tier, because that's where Crook's going. You guys already know this. I should have created a God tier or Goat tier just for Crook. I really should have.
King tier.
King tier.
But after we started making the list, it won't let you actually change it without starting over. So we didn't.
Right.
But yeah.
But no, so this is strictly just independent artists. Him and Hobson were the two. Well, and we've also got what's her face?
Snow?
Snow, thank you.
Okay.
We also got Snow the Product on the list. Again, those are like our three biggest artists on the list.
Right.
And they're just independent artists, which is why they're on the list. But yeah. Plus, I'm hoping people come back and watch this and go listen to Crook, and it draws in more fans for him.
And he gets more recognition.
As a matter of fact, Crook, you're going to the head of the pack. I know it's all in alphabetical order, but fuck that.
I mean, you've changed your name so many times that, you know, we'll start something with an A next time, maybe?
He's only changed it once. It's better than Hallmark, who's already on number 3.
Gmail? What? Gmail?
I love giving postcard shit. Love that dude. But yeah, again, if I would have thought ahead enough, which when I go to add more people to it later, I'm gonna have to redo a lot of shit anyways.
Right.
So I may add that in and throw him up there.
I think we will probably mostly because of A, what he represents in terms of constructing this list, and then B, because like you said, it is not fair to the S tier people.
Did Amy Lee forever creep in? She did.
You crept in there.
What up, Amy Lee? And actually, if you stick around, well, if you come back, we're going to take a 15-minute break after we're done with everything here. That was the last artist for the tier list. We're going to take like a 15-minute break and then come back for the actual reaction live stream.
And it will show up as a new live stream, y'all.
Yes.
We just need drinks and grab shit.
And 100% Devo, homie, if you show... By the way, the next round of this is probably also going to have Horseshoe Gang in it, but that's another story for another time. But Devo, if you do come to the live stream,
we'll get your request.
Your request will be the first one from whence you jump in.
Yeah.
Because I feel so bad for missing yours because of how drunk I was and had to get off. And yeah. If that's still the song you want. If there's not another song you don't want.
Whatever your request is this time around.
Yes.
Will be jumped. Yes.
Ahead of the pack. So with that being said, that does round out...
the leader of the pack.
Yes.
Sorry.
That does round out the tier list for today.
For today.
We have 3 more to go before we're done with the first 64. 8, 9,
6,
3, 6, whatever.
3, 6, 9. Hey, not fair. He said he saw you sneak in somewhere and then backed up.
Yes, I did. Now, with that being said, next week, if we have to do this again, because I work Saturday again, we'll do it like we did today, where we'll do a 2-hour tier stream and then live reactions after. Next week is going to be a big week. We've got Lex Bratcher, Massetti, my favorite independent artist that's not Crook, Massive Man. We're going to have Mercules, Moxus, Nimraps, Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd, that we're doing as a duo because they do the epic rap battles, and Novocaine.
Also one of your favorite females.
One of my favorite female artists.
Yep.
She's a...
I know, and if you keep playing on the Guilt Trip, I'm going to take one of your demos, and we're going to play it live.
For everyone.
For everyone. So there's that.
But yes, so I am super excited for next week's list, mostly because I finally get to hear some more Moxus, because personally I'm not impressed yet. But I keep hearing everyone say he's dope as hell, so I need to hear more of his music.
Right. And as prep for all of these, we are making sure that we're trying to listen to the most current stuff. So,
right.
And more of it than we can ever react to.
This is merciless, apparently. But yes, thanks for Blitz stopping in. No!
Yeah, there you go.
Mercury's
the merciless.
Thanks to Blitz for stopping in.
Definitely. EP.
Always got a lot of love for
stopping
Blitz.
in.
Thanks to EP for stopping in as well. Love when artists show up, whether it's checking out their own rankings or
just the support.
Just to support. Got a lot of love for these guys. Thanks to all the people that showed up to watch. Nico for always being there. Sometimes late, but he was on time. He's been on time the last couple weeks.
Jeff, AJ, Devo.
Yes. Amy Lee,
Mega.
popped in at the end. Todd.
I was going to say God.
Oh, no, he's Todd now.
I know. That's why I paused.
He's more Toddly than godly.
Nolan was the first one here tonight, so shout out to him as well.
Yeah, we got a lot of love for all you guys, Devo.
I did say Devo.
Did you say Devo?
Yeah, but
okay.
Thanks, guys. And we'll be back in about 15.
Yes. So, with that being said, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching, and we cannot wait to see you Depraved people later.
In about 15 minutes.
In about 15 minutes.
Yes.
Peace.